Have you ever felt nervous to do something because like everybody gives you grief every time you try to do something? That's how I feel right now. Look at this skirt. It's not a skirt. It's not a skirt. It's a dress. It is supposed to be all the way down to my knees. I don't know what's going on. I think I'm gaining weight. Whatever. Yeah, it's supposed to go all the way down. You know, achieve some kind of like level of dust. Yeah, have you ever been afraid to like mobilize something, like do something because you're like a nervous wreck? A nervous wreck. Pretending that thing. Just a total nervous wreck. A nervous breakdown. You're in the middle of a nervous breakdown. Nervous breakdown. There's nobody here. I have a secret, you guys, and I'm scared to share it because I don't know who'll be checking out my stuff. Hey, this thing keeps cropping up. This is such an easy dress to wear. I love it when I'm alone in the house, eh? It's like I get to feel like I've got my own house, and there's like no one here, and I'm like, I don't know nobody come give me problems. I'm modeling my outfit. What is the baddest? CD. Hey, Cari slippers, yo, I'm always so nervous, like all the time. Yeah, I'm like totally nervous to go somewhere. Like, I'm just scared to go somewhere. Should I keep my shoes on? I always climb this couch to show like my outfits, like all of it. But like, I'm not really content with having slippers on here. You're supposed to come away. Hey, Jono, se tu è vulgati. I'm a take it it's the John Vulgati. I think it's it's the John Vulgati. I said to John Vulgati, a Vulgati, a Vulgati. Hey, it's the John Vulgati. John Vulgati, John Vulgati. I said to na. I said to John Vulgati. I said na. I said to John Vulgati. I said John Vulcanti, John Vulcanti. Really asked me on time 7 zillion. Time I'm still say John Vulcanti, John. I said to John Vulcanti. I said to na. Hey, I said to John Vulcanti. Na. Katie. I feel like Katie. John, I feel like Katie, man. John has a father, man. I said to John, I feel like Katie. I feel like Katie. I'm telling him, Jenny, I feel like Katie, man. John, I feel like Katie, boy. You know. Hey. I said to John, I feel like Katie. I feel like Katie, John, I feel like Katie. I feel like Katie, John, I feel like Katie. I feel like Katie, John, I feel like Katie. Hey, I said, I like Katie. As in, I keep talking and singing. I actually gotta do something. And I'm scared to do it. Because, like, you know, like, imagine a child breaking a plate in his house. And then they get, like, beaten to a pulp for doing that. I said to John, for the Katie. I feel like Katie, John, for the John, for the Katie. Whatever. Hi. I'm a nervous streak. I actually want to go to the store, but I don't know if I'm happy to confess what's making me nervous, because I could get a sister hurt, something bad. What is happening with my edges? Somebody rescue my edges. Hey, somebody do that. Rescue my edge. Rescue my edge. Rescue my edge. Aye. Rescue the edge. Yo. It's John Renegade. John Renegade. Rescue my edge, John. Hey, look, rescue my edge. Look, rescue my edge. Hey, John Renegade, rescue my edge. Ah! John. Renegade. John, you need me. I'm going to whatever. That was me trying to rescue my edges. Look at them now. They're making paper. They're so fly. Look. John. Yeah, John. 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 John is a conversations. I'm like nervous to do something. Okay, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. John, for the kids. I've actually got a headache, you guys. It's like guang. It's my bank card. I have a bank card. You know when those things are like surprising news. Imagine that. John, for the kids. Hi, John. John, man. John. Anyone John, you say me to disable to the kid, but I'm John though. John, we John talking and shop. Hey, John, really good, man. I can see John, really good, John. The bears and the tennis and I say, man, John. I need to John, really good. John, open the gates, John. And so the John, really good thing. Yeah. นั่งถุยได้แล้วนั่งปีเลยเนี่ยถุยเลยถุยมาแล้วยังถุยมาคนละถุยแล้วสกัดตัวละจ้าเซล่ามีน่าละถุยจนได้จะถุยละพอนะจ้าเซล่าแพทย์ตอกคุณมาที่มาชมมันทุกแพทย์ตอก Talking too much for a person who's got a headache, but that's just what I've been doing for years, talking with a headache. John, for looking. Okay. So remember last time? Remember those walls I built? Well, baby, they're tumbling down. And they don't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. I found a way to let you in, but I never really had a doubt. Standing in the light of your halo, I got my angel now. It's like I've been a weekend. Every rule I had you breaking. It's the risk that I'm taking. I ain't never gonna shut you out. John over the gate. Oh, John, I'm a manners. John got manners. Like he be opening the gate. Crankhead. Make like John. And really gate, man. Really gate. Okay, no, don't open the gate. Crankhatty. When is your wound gonna heal? I am so nervous. The thing that I want to do now, but it's gotta be done. I have a headache. Like I have to go and get Grandpa. It's a pretty bad headache actually. I woke up with it because I did edits for so long, for so many hours last night, because I worked out so hard last night and for so long that it took me forever and a day to do my edits. I also decided that I'm going to slow down my speed edits for my dance section instead of like moving it at twice the speed. And so it meant I had to edit 2 hours worth of exercise content as opposed to just 1 little hour, and that like made my life hard. So now I woke up from, I think it's a tension headache induced by just too much work. I'm exasperated. So I'm going to the not ATM, to the discam right now. I'm going to the discam to buy grandpa and benzoyl peroxide. I feel like I'll talk later, like when I get in the car, because there's like somebody here coming. Hello. Hello. How are you? Good, thanks. I'm good, thank you.
Oh, are you coming here?
Yeah, I'm coming to this car.
Okay, thank you. Okay. My name is
Sigoluhle.
Yes.
Karabo.
Karabo.
Are you new in the complex?
Yes, we
I
are.
figured you moved here, ne?
Yes.
So these two new cars. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Nice
Likewise.
to meet you.
Likewise.
Alrighty, I guess I'll be seeing you around then.
Okay, then.
Okay, cool. Alright. Got new neighbors. Well, they're not already my neighbors. They're the neighbors of the people in this house over here, and they've got kids. And I love kids. Okay, so I'm driving out a vehicle, and I'm very nervous to do that. What was I talking about? Train of thought. If you know, when I see women with their children, I get choked up, man. Like, I should be doing that in life. I really hope that. Okay, so you guys will remember that last time I kind of got yelled at for using a car, this very vehicle. I don't actually have access to it, and right now I'm driving it, frankly, without permission. That's all I will say, so that people don't know much more, because I don't know who's checking out my stuff. But yeah, this car, if my mother's not here, she is wherever, I don't know, her laptop is not here, she's working either in the office or she's in HR, so maybe she's gone to the CCMA. I'm kind of hoping she's working in the office or has like a full day conference or something, because then I'm like not gonna get noticed for having used the vehicle. And the thing about me is the way I am so badly treated in this environment. That's why I kept singing John Vuligeti. Those of you who don't know, okay, so I am trying to like walk away from using my language. John Vuligeti means John opened the gate, right? It's like a whole trend that like caught fire in this country. Like some girl danced to it at a garage that would be a petrol station, and put it on social media, and it just caught fire. It went viral, and then there was something called the Vuligate challenge, and so it's just about somebody running up and down and then like wiggling their bum, and it's like John Vuligate. It means John opened the gate. So I kind of need floodgates now to be opened, like, you know, for John to open the gate. Like, don't you see my life is a little bit taxed at the present moment? John, Vuli gate, you know, like, John, open the gate. I don't eat anyone at all. Please open the gates that have been locked against my life, because this is inappropriate. I get overkill responded to, guys. I'm freaking out. Like, even as I'm driving right now, I'm half expecting to be impended upon by my mother's car, and then she's gonna know that, oh snap, like, she drove my car. Anyway, whatever. So I haven't even eaten breakfast. I've got such a bad headache that I cannot do anything without getting painkillers. So don't watch me doing the Vuli gate. I'm actually feeling kind of under the weather at the present moment. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, yeah, I get overkill responded to for small things, because people are blame thirsty around my life. Satan, who is the accuser of the brethren, is happy to find anything on us, really, which doesn't even really exist, whatever it might be. If you can blame a Christian, you will blame them, even if it's not a big fat thing. Like, a person might not have washed a dish, or a person might have sort of kind of omitted by mistake, not by any act of malice, to lock a door or something when they came in because they were rushing, because they needed to use the bathroom or whatever. And then the response is just so ominous. It's like through the roof, escalating, ominous, bordering on murderous. Like, just an overkill, like shooting a fly as opposed to merely swatting it. That is my life. Like, I get reacted to for doing things that apparently are horrendous. Sometimes I don't even do anything, but they accuse me. And the way that they treat me, the way she treats me as a result, is so extreme. It's like I was a child caught having sex in her mother's bedroom with her boyfriend at the age of 14. Like, the response is
is just like, and like I said, an overkill. Like last night I got yelled at like I was a child for forgetting to lock the burglar proofing when I went in the house to shower after working out. I only locked the main door, right, but not the burglar proofing, and she basically accused me of being inconsiderate and basically bordering on letting criminals come into the place. And oh my goodness, like, you know, my thing with that was like, first of all, it was a mistake. I actually did lock the door the first time, but then I forgot to bring my dug, like the hair scarf that I put on my head to keep it off my shoulders when I shower. I had forgotten to bring that in, and so I went outside quickly to go and get it in the shack there where I live. And in so going there, then forgot when I came back, since it was just such an in and out trip, I forgot to lock the burglar proofing, but I did lock the main door. And she opened the bathroom door. I hate being interrupted when I'm in the bathroom. I hate it when people walk in when I'm in the bathroom stuff. I've already made a blog of that nature. I've written about my ways about bathrooms, and she just like burst in and yelled at me pretty much like I'm a child, like a 14-year-old that just can't get their act together. It just never does anything right in the house, and you always have to be on their neck because they're so irresponsible. Yeah, I got yelled at that way for that thing, and I told her, I was like, it was a mistake. I'm not malicious. Like, she treats me like I am malicious. So yeah, like I'm very intentional in every, like in the even oversights that I encounter, that I walk in by mistake. You may go, I actually want to get inside the parking. Sorry, the oversights of my person. Sometimes it's just genuine oversight, okay, but for the better part of the time I just get accused of things even that I haven't even done, like last time, you will recall that. And that whole situation, it just made me so sad. Like, I'm just so heartbroken, like, all the time, because for me it's like, when am I ever gonna get out of this? Like, when am I ever gonna live like an adult again? When am I ever gonna be spoken to like I'm a grown woman again? When am I ever gonna be respected again? Like, I'm like a grown, guys, I'm like, what, 37? I'm turning 38. I'm basically middle-aged. I don't understand what's going on. I really don't, like, my goodness. But the Lord did say that the world hates disciples. So I guess when you go through different funny, weird things, the Lord says that you must consider it pure joy when you go through trials of different kinds, and don't think it's strange, because this is the testing of your faith. But it's just really taxing on me to have to endure that. So this car that I'm not supposed to be driving because I don't have permissions with it anymore, like, restrictions just keep on piling on top of one another. Things that never used to be an issue are now an issue. I desire that my car should get serviced, you guys, and for me to get my driver's license renewed and everything, so I no longer have to rely on this woman for such things. But you know, we wait on the Lord for enabling us in that regard. So right now I'm using this vehicle because I need a grandpa. I need to buy a grandpa for my headache, and I'm also going to buy face wash, and the ability to even purchase grandpa and face wash is sponsored. Someone has decided to help me out, and so I can now go and get face wash and grandpa. And even this aiding, I can't even say anything about it or make it kind of obvious that I'm being helped out, because then the moment this individual feels a loss of control over me, she just gets really ridiculous. My mom gets really ridiculous. So like, the face wash that I use is the benzoyl peroxide face wash. In the shower it's going to be all full. Right now it's empty. It even keeps falling on the floor. The weight has no weight to carry it, to keep it on the stand in the shower. And I'm thinking of like hiding it, like not letting it sit in the shower for easy access for me to just get it, right? But perhaps putting it in the bathroom cabinet or something, or every time I shower, making like a person that lives in a dormitory at school on varsity campus or whatever. I have to take my toiletries there every single time. I don't know, I'm really seriously considering that, because for me to have a full tub of benzo, not tub but the tube, it cost like $200. It's about 240, 30 bucks, 230 bucks or whatever. That's how much it costs. And Barbara's gonna be like, where did you get the money? Like, I'm 37. I don't have to tell you anything. I don't have to explain anything to you. But at the same time, when there are evidences of the fact that I'm getting support from somewhere else, I just get more harassed. Like, I just get more attacked, like out of the blue. Blame shifting, the accuser of the brethren just wants to, like, she just attacks me for nothing. Like, she wants to put, like, how can I explain the way that I am being treated? It's like, I can't even stay here very long, because the sooner I get back home the better. So let's just like make this succinct and wrap it up, okay? How can I describe this? It's like, imagine being married. I like using analogies. Imagine being married, right? And your husband cheats on you. Yeah, your husband cheats on you, but you only suspect it. You don't know for a fact. It's just that he's got all the signs, like, you know, around him. There are hints, you know, but you like don't have facts. So you have not yet proven that he's cheated, but you can pick it up. You sense it. And then, because he's guilty for cheating on you, because he's guilty for cheating on you. So basically being cheated on is a horrible thing that hurts somebody, right? It is treating someone in a way that they don't deserve. They have not had it coming. Basically, like, you've been an excellent wife. You know, early in the morning you put breakfast on his table. You make sure that his coffee has some sugar and cream. His eggs are over easy. Yeah, stuff like that. Like, you their wife. You like superwoman. So there's like no reason why he's going out on you. You after having a baby, you done gotten right back into shape again because you that like exercise girl. Like nothing, no hair out of place, and yet this guy still went out on you, right? So like really, you don't have this coming. Not that cheating is justified, but you are especially not the kind of woman to like induce or inspire a man to go out like that. And so when he does, he's just a buffoon, you know what I mean? Yeah, so here's this guy that cheats on his wife, and then because now he's feeling all nasty and gangster inside for doing this to his female, he then starts to accuse her of, let's say they've got like 2 kids, and then one day the kid comes back from school with a scratch on his knee, and the husband is like, see, I told you that you should make little John to wear pants every day because you made him wear shorts. Now he fell and scratched his knee. Like, you don't care for the children. Like, John would not have the scratch. Next thing is gonna get infected. Next thing our child's leg is gonna get amputated, and then next thing we are gonna lose our baby because he's gonna lose blood from the operation, and we will then be parents that have lost a child. Do you even know that when people lose children, there's nothing for it? When a woman loses a husband, she's called a widow, and yet our children, if they die, what are we gonna be called? Parents who've lost children. Like, you literally are making sure that little John dies. And the wife is like, our son went to school and played on a school playground wearing shorts and fell and cut his knee. Like, stuff happens, okay? And now you have just gone on to accuse me of basically like negligence to a point where I am responsible for culpable homicide, impending potential of my son. Like, are you listening to yourself like that? Like, and this dude is doing this because he is guilty and he wants to justify why he's doing this to you. So now he wants to say that you're an irresponsible mom, and he can't stomach you, and so he ended up tarrying away because he was inspired and motivated by his mistress, who was such a much better mother, a much better mom to her kids. So he got attracted to her because she like had good parenting skills. To basically accuse somebody of the crimes that you committed because you're guilty and you don't want to take ownership or accountability for them, and so therefore you literally overkill and diagnose, basically just misdiagnose what the actual problem is here so that you can put a band-aid on your cancer and spray cologne on your corpse. That is what it is that I endure on the daily. I get accused of potential culpable homicide over a kid because he came back from school with a scratch on his knee, and the dad, because he's cheating on me, wants to find something to justify why he's cheating on me, so he's calling me a bad mom, and in calling me a bad mom then gets to feel better about, you know, doing the dirty with some other woman. That's how I am treated here. It's ridiculous, I promise you. It's out of this world. I get accused of some of the most rancid, prolific character flaws, right? That don't belong to me, and then they get added onto over and above it spice and pepper and salt and juice. And I'm like, when have I ever been that irresponsible? Please tell me. When have I ever been that disregarding of people? When have I ever been that inconsiderate? Literally, it's never been a part and parcel of who I am. If anything, people trust me so much that they trust that I'm not even going to kill myself in this season despite having abandoned me to nothingness. I'm so responsible that people trust that I'm going to stay. I'm going to be responsible enough to keep my life, the breath in my lungs coming in and out. I am not irresponsible. I've never been irresponsible. Even as a child, I was so regulated. And my mother, of course, of all people, would know that. And so the way that she accuses me of these random things, I mean, yesterday when she walked to like burst into the shower, the kitchen was sparkling. It was spotless. It's like it might as well have had a thing, a little bit of a glimmer on the side of it. The way I had cleaned up in there before I even took a shower. There were a whole bunch of dishes in there, and she walked right past that and rather paid attention to the fact that I neglected, again with oversight, not malice, to lock the burglar proofing. And then she accused me of basically like endangering her, subjugating her to the tyranny of robbers on the outside that are going to want to come in and, I don't know, ransack her house and vandalize her very person. I need to get out of here. So I'm scared to do everything, including buy face wash that's going to be heavily, obviously, new in the shower. And then next thing she will pick up that there's new benzoyl peroxide face wash in here, whereas the old one was so light, was so finished that it was even falling on the floor just from small little movements, because, you know, the wind just blows it away because there's no content in it. And I'm scared to do that to a point where I now want to hide my face wash so that she doesn't know that I have somebody that has helped me buy face wash. I need to get out of this mall. It's not a mall, it's a shopping complex. Sooner rather than later, let me go inside the discount and get my benzoyl peroxide and whatnot I need, and my grandpa. I have money in my account. Very small amount, it doesn't matter. It's something. Like, yeah, people care. The world is not all rotten by the amazing grace of God. And I'm gonna go and get what I need. I wasn't actually planning even on going, but because I woke up with this headache, I'm gonna go for a grandpa, so I figured I might as well get benzoyl peroxide because it's finished. I'm grateful to the help I'm getting. I'm grateful to the support I'm getting, but I'm also very sad because due to that, I'm probably gonna get harassed. If there is even a small glimmer, and like if people notice that I'm able to procure for myself things that I need, that might just get me more attacked by hubby, who is going to accuse me of basically like trying to kill my child. Tantamount. Yeah, so when I say John Valley Gate, understand I really need gates to be opened for me. I need help, I need support, I need help. I need help to get out from being treated like a 14-year-old derelict at the age of 37. I need help to not lose my children because I need to give birth to them. I need help to get out so I can be a thriving human being that people call mom and perhaps wife. I did say that my desire for children is stronger than that for marriage, but it would be great to get married to somebody who actually has my back and is not abusive or afflicting. I'm just scared of being abused, okay? Yeah, I'm scared of being abused again because everyone that I've encountered in this time has just abused me, and I'm scared of men for those reasons. So I just want to have kids without them, without fornicating. Artificial insemination, I did speak about that, but I don't know if God approves of that. I'm feeling some kind of way about everything, and I've got a headache. You know, let me just get out of here. The sooner I get back to that property, the better. In and out benzoyl peroxide, maybe some bubble gum too, and grandpa. I hope you've been edified in the name of Jesus. These are the kinds of things that get done to believers in the Lord Jesus Christ. It's just ridiculous. Okay, repent. Bye. Hi guys, where's the car? Benzoyl peroxide, grandpa, and some bubble gum. Yay, I feel so good. The sooner I can get out of here the better. It looks just like my mom's car. I'm freaking out. I really hope I'm good, eh? I seriously hope I'm good. Like, seriously. Don't fall apart, phone. Oh, whatever. Sorry. I feel really blessed, but I am scared that Barbara's home, and yeah, it might give me grief. I mean, can you imagine the day a 37-year-old woman that used to once upon a time be very, very independent, feeling like they're jumping up and down and is excited to make such a small purchase? I can't believe this is my life, but it's okay. You know, Christ did say these things would happen. That if anybody does not lose homes, fields, if anybody loses, homes, fields, jobs, parents, kids, and are given a geriatric womb as a result because they can't have children in their prime, they will gain 100-fold over in this life. Switch on the aircon. They will gain 100-fold over in this life. All that they've lost, the children, the geriatric womb, will be spring chicken new like a 23-year-old's. And jobs, fields, husbands, well, one husband, whatever, if that happens. And in the next life, eternal life, you may proceed. And in the next life, eternal life. So it turns out I'm headed for heaven alongside some kids, okay? And more purchases than benzoyl peroxide and bubblegum and like painkillers for my throbbing head. No, dude, please give me a break. You can't do this to me. I need to rush. I pray to the Lord God Almighty that there's no one at home, like, because it would just be so taxing on me. I can't wait for the day when my car is serviced. God willing. I can't wait for the day when I have children. Yeah, God willing as well. I know that the Lord sometimes just does not give people what they want because it's not what He wants for their lives. It would be very damaging to me if I didn't get to have children, you guys, because it's just such a strong desire that I have. Such a strong desire. You know what? I'm going in. Don't crash into me because nobody knows I'm using this car right now. Every time I see women with their children, every time, or just children, period. I just get so emotional. I ball up, I get all sad. It's like Mary Jane. Have you guys seen Being Mary Jane? She sees like an advert of children, like a nappy ad or whatever, and then she starts crying and stuff, and she eventually ends up getting artificially inseminated, having a child because a man is not coming around fast enough. Like, I promise you, I would do that. I would. But, you know, of course, I'd have to take it to God in prayer, because I don't know how God feels about stuff like that, because, you know, it is kind of manipulative of our biology and what God has done. Like, the Lord has fashioned one way for us to have children. Human beings love experimenting on one another. But, I mean, there are women, in all fairness, guys, there are women that can't have children. They struggle to conceive. I keep looking at cars and thinking that it's barbarous, you know. There are women who can't conceive children. They struggle because of geriatric wombs, like the one that I have. They've made my womb a geriatric womb. Apparently from the age of 35, you get a geriatric womb. When, I mean, literally, imagine somebody calling you a geriatric at 35. Anyway, whatever. So a geriatric womb, or whatever other issues, the food we eat, they make us eat rubbish on this planet, okay? And they say you can't have babies, and women then go to fertility clinics, doctors that help them get, you know, right and ready to have babies. And sometimes that involves artificial insemination. Husband and everything, just not naturally. So I don't know, like, is it really wrong? It's people being helped to have babies. I mean, God is not against modern medicine, but how does he feel about deliberately going out of your way to just have a child when you're not married? But it's like adoption. I mean, would the Lord be against you adopting a child because you're single? No, of course not, because children need to be taken care of. So look, I'm trying to justify artificial insemination here because men, oh, have crushed me to a fine powder, and I don't trust them. I don't trust them to stay loving. That's the thing. They all just start out alright, like at least my history, and even within the faith, they start out so loving, and then they just go like crumple up, like alright, overnight. Like, but you were so great. What happened? You were such a smiling, like, kingly guy. And then you became this menacing beast. You know, like Ike Turner on Tina. All loving at first, and the next thing, what's love got to do with it? You know? I don't want to be getting beaten up by a dude. I don't want to be getting told I ain't jacked by a dude. I don't want a dude telling me that my body don't look the same no more since I had babies. I don't want a dude telling me that he hates my stretch marks on my stomach now that I've given him babies. I don't want a guy divorcing me for some 23-year-old. You're a dude when I was your lover and your secretary, working every day of the week. Was at the job and no one else was there, helping you get on your feet. 11 years of sacrifice. Without the kids, I have nothing to show. Wasted my years of food of a wife. I should have left you but 1,000 times. Yeah. Again and again and again. I should have left long. Or even early in the morning, I put breakfast on the table. Next thing, I'm not just superwoman. I'm not the kind of girl that you can let down. Boy, I am only human. I don't want none of those problems, guys. I don't want to be hurt. I just want to love and be loved and be loyal and have someone be loyal to me. But if I can't get that right, I'm gonna have babies. They're gonna have my back. They're children. Even when they give you attitude, they're yours. Like, whatever. You're gonna just deal. But a man, I am too hurt to deal with volume 3.9 of that. Like, and on top of that, when then things don't work out and they realize they lost you, they then go in like witchcraft. And someone, if I can't have you, no one will. Machete. I don't want to die at the hands of a man. I don't want to get beaten up. I don't want to get left. I don't want to be abandoned with kids. I don't want to be told my stretch marks be nasty. I don't want to be like, what? Alright, guys. This is the moment of truth. I hope Barbara hasn't come back home. Yo, black men have shown me flames as well. And I'm kind of hoping that it's a South African problem, not a global one, because then it makes it okay to marry a black man somewhere else. Hey, South Africa, it's over. Yeah. I ain't trying to do none of that, sorry. To be so crazy as a manhood person, together as a conglomerate, you're going to be so dumb. Go beat up such beautiful women. I mean, look at her. Huh? She'll be walking around looking like a beautiful thing. Cities can't oh, mile away, yeah. Mile away. You're like, next thing, wow, mpama, or witchcraft. You oh guys, or even machete at the neck. Like what? Axe me, lumberjack vibes. I am scared. I don't know what it would take for a man to prove to me, a black man especially, to prove to me that he's not going to do that to me, because I always just have this thing that you're going to start out alright and then you're going to go awry. You're going to hurt me. You're going to become a beast. Oh, thank God. It's just my lonesome, lonely car there. She hasn't arrived, so I'm safe here. Anyway, guys, that's it, man. I'm signing out. I think this is all I will say for the day. I hope you've been edified. I don't know if I actually said anything edifying today. The fact that I'm scared of being abused. Basically, you've given me post-traumatic stress disorder, South Africa. Congratulations, fools. Oh my goodness, like the very thing that happened yesterday. Look, last night, mistakenly just leaving without locking. I did it again today. This is the kind of stuff that would have gotten my head bust into a wall. Like, yeah, tantamount. And I didn't even lock the door, so if she had come back home, I would have been like dragged on the floor and disembodied in a very metaphoric sense. Whatever. Story of my life. I just pray that I never have to deal with this again if I get out of this. When I get out of this. When? Let me say when. Let me have faith. I pray that I never, ever, ever, ever again have to deal with an abusive man. An unkind and unloving man. A man that starts out alright and then goes alright later on. A man that is insecure in the presence of a woman, feels small, and so bashes her into a wall. I don't know. I just really hope that what I experienced historically was the end. Like that the Lord basically rescued me from the tyranny of misogyny, and that if I am going to end up married again, the dude is just going to cherish me from today until we both get raptured, because I seriously doubt we're going to die. The world is coming to an end. Okay, bye. Cranky.